What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Long time no see. Sorry, I did not get a video up last week for week 12. With college football coming to an end, I've been really busy with the agency doing a lot of watching film and recruiting and scouting. So I haven't really had time to make a video. I have been updating the roster for Madden. Thanks for sticking with me. We are going to today go through kind of the changes I've made over the last 2 weeks, risers and fallers. So we're going to jump right on in here. Starting in Chicago, a little bit of optimism after a long season. Matt Barkley looking decent at the worst. I've moved him up from a 64 to a 69. Uh, Maybe not the long-term answer, but at least something to maybe have some optimism as a experiment going into next year with Matt Barkley. So now we're going to move on and talk about Tampa, who's been just rolling recently. A big part of that has been this D line here. So Robert Ayers finally kind of restoring his rating that I originally thought was a little overrated. So he goes from 76 to an 80. And then the rookie Noah Spence looking good from a 70 to a 75. And then, of course, on offense, just Jameis, Mike Evans, and Cameron Brate getting the job done. They're moving up a little bit. And now we're going to talk about Kansas City, who has been just a highlight team kind of the last couple weeks. A big part of that is Tyreek Hill has been really incredible. I highlighted him very early in the season as a guy to keep an eye on, and he is really turning into a superstar. He goes from a 74 to a 77. Not just a gadget player, too. He actually is a very dangerous deep threat and a good route runner. So Tyreek Hill on his way up. Raheem Nunez-Roches, I talked about in week 11. He's had a couple more good weeks, so he keeps rising. And then I want to talk about Eric Berry because Eric has been just incredible. It might get my vote for defensive MVP this year. He goes from a 91 to a 95. The things they do with this defense, a lot of it is in large part to Eric Berry. They're basically running a lot of cover one high with manning up five guys and sending five, getting a very good pass rush off of that because of those guys up front. But Eric Berry is basically allowed to be a free roamer and just kind of read the play, and that's why you see him making all these big plays. So he's really impressed me. And then we do have a faller for Kansas City. Unfortunately, Derek Johnson goes down with the Achilles injury. This is technically coming from week 14, but I'm just going to include it because I'm making this after the Thursday night game. So Derek Johnson gets injured, and he's going to go down from a 93 to an 86. It's going to be a tough injury. He's 33 years old. So just for now, 86 is about where I think he should be. And then we're going to move on and talk about Atlanta. First thing I want to say is Devonta Freeman looks really good. He looks like a different guy, honestly. I think on my first episode I said he doesn't have a ton of moves. And I hadn't seen moves, but now he is almost unstoppable. His elusiveness is top notch. And I really think Freeman is set to be a superstar, top 5 running back for at least the next 4 years or so. He's perfect in that scheme. He's great at catching the balls underneath, making guys miss. So I've been really impressed with Devonta Freeman. And then Taylor Gabriel moving up from a 71 to a 76, showing a ton of explosiveness and elusiveness, and also some good deep threat tools as well. And then Robert Alford, not necessarily something I saw on tape, a solid corner for sure, but he just gets that big contract, almost $40 million over 4 years, and money talks. So if I haven't necessarily seen it from Alford, people that are probably smarter than me did, and they gave him money. So he's going to go up from a 77 to an 80, mainly based on that contract, honestly. And then we're going to move on to our next riser. Is Darius Slay. Has been incredible. Seriously, one of the top 5 corners in the NFL for me. I think if I had to rank him, he'd be probably 5th on my list. Just a total playmaker, lockdown corner for sure, ton of athleticism. And then we're gonna stay in Detroit while we're here with one of my fallers. Marvin Jones has almost disappeared after having a huge first half. So he's going to go on from an 85 to an 81 until he can start producing again. I don't see me raising him back up. So reasons to be concerned there for Marvin Jones. And then my last, actually that's going to conclude my risers. I got 2 more fallers from these last couple weeks. Eli Manning keeps going down. He's so frustrating to watch. And he really has no excuses anymore. He has probably the best receiving core. It's right up there if it's not the best. And he just continues to miss guys. And he's possibly the worst quarterback in the NFL under a blitz. So Eli goes down from an 81 to a 79. And lastly, Jabal Sheard falling, the DN for the Patriots, had a huge year last year. They let Chandler Jones go thinking that Jabal Sheard was going to be able to replace, or not necessarily replace, but keep up the production in the pass rush, and he has been very bad. He's only has 3.5 sacks, not very noticeable during the game. So he's fallen down. And that's going to conclude weeks 12 and 13. I'll try and get one up for week 14 and comment. Let me know what you guys think, if I missed anyone, and subscribe and check out my Twitter at TFG_football for more updates. So peace out, guys. We'll see you next time.